America's southern energy fault line is cracking, and almost nobody is talking about it, because Mexico's oil problem is no longer about barrels or pipelines, it's about control, leverage, and timing, as Washington assumed Mexico would forever sell crude cheap while buying refined fuel expensive, but that assumption is now under pressure, with Mexico openly signaling frustration over refinery dependence, rising fuel import costs, and U.S. policy pressure, as recent diplomatic friction and energy negotiations show Mexico pushing for greater refining autonomy, while the U.S. quietly worries about supply reliability, heavy crude compatibility, and regional energy security. This isn't a sudden rebellion, it's a slow recalibration where Mexico is questioning decades of asymmetric benefit, questioning why value addition stayed north of the border, while environmental cost and debt stayed south, and as U.S. sanctions politics, global currency shifts, and alternative trade routes dominate headlines. Mexico's energy stance is becoming bolder, not louder, but firmer. The message is simple: energy dependence is vulnerability, and vulnerability is no longer acceptable in a world where supply chains weaponize overnight. Washington still holds influence, but influence without monopoly feels weaker every year, and if Mexico redirects even a fraction of refining strategy or trade alignment, the ripple won't stay regional, it will hit fuel pricing, industrial logistics, and geopolitical confidence. This isn't about anti-Americanism, it's about self-preservation, and the real shock is not that Mexico is asserting energy control. The shock is that the U.S. is realizing persuasion works only when alternatives don't exist, and for the first time in decades. Alternatives are quietly forming, not announced, not celebrated, just executed, and that's how power really shifts, not with speeches, but with supply decisions happening while the world is distracted.